Guys, in this video, you will learn how you can get a message on Slack whenever your prospect or your lead view your quotation. So guys, for that, we are using Quotient app here to create a quote, and we are going to send this quote to the client or prospect, and as and when that prospect is going to view your quote, a message will be delivered to you or your team on Slack channel automatically. Okay, for that we are going to connect Slack as the action application. And guys, to make this happen, we are using Pabbly Connect, which is an automation tool, and you can set up this automation very easily without any coding. So let's begin. So this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and from here you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account by clicking on the sign up free button, and you will get free automation tasks every month to set up and test your automations. Okay, so you can just sign up right now and log in to reach here on the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So the dashboard will look like this, and here you have to click on this create workflow button to create a workflow of automation, and here in this window you can give a suitable name to this workflow. So I am giving the name here as Quotient app to Slack automation. Okay, so after filling the name, just click on this create button and you can see your workflow page is getting ready here. All right, and on this page guys, you will find the trigger and action module. So with the help of these, we are going to set up this automation. So guys, here we are using Quotient app to create quotations for our business to send to our clients. Okay, so the trigger module, here in this module you have to connect that application in which the trigger event is going to occur, and the trigger event is that event which is going to start this workflow. Okay, so in our use case, the Quotient app will act as a trigger application, and viewing of the quotation by the customer or the client will act as the trigger event. Okay, and the action would be the consequence or the response towards the trigger. So in our use case, the action would be to send a message to your team or to yourself on Slack channel. Okay, so first of all, you have to select the trigger application, which is Quotient. Here it is selected, and in the trigger event we have this configure webhook option. So this webhook will trigger on following events, like when a customer asked any question, customer view your code, customer accept your code, decline your code, or send the code. Okay, so for all these events this trigger is going to work. So just select it and it will give you this URL. Okay, so with the help of this, we are going to make a connection with Quotient. Okay, so you just need to follow these steps written here to make this connection. I am going to show you directly how you can do that. So here is my Quotient application, and here this is my profile, and I am clicking on profile, and from here click on account settings, and under account setting, this is the settings page only. When you scroll down, you will find this add-on section. Here you will find this webhooks option. Click on webhooks, and under this your webhook URL field, you have to paste this webhook URL that you got here. So you can just copy it from here and you have to paste it here. So a webhook URL is already pasted here. Let me remove this and let me paste a new one like this, and from here click on this update button. Okay, and you can see the URL is saved. And guys, here you will find this events available. So here you can see the events available. That means the event on which you want to trigger the workflow or send the data from Quotient to your workflow. Okay, so these are all the events: quote accepted, customer view your code, customer asked any questions. So I want that whenever my customer view my quotation, the workflow should trigger and the data should send. So here you can see we have this customer viewed quote option, and I have turned this on. Let me show you by turning it off. So you will find this button here like this. So you have to turn it on, but before turning on, you can see we have this test with sample data button. So with this test with sample data button, you can send a sample data to check your connection with your workflow. Let me show you. Just click here and test with sample data, and this is how you will see a response here. And similarly, the test data will be sent to your workflow as well. So here you can see we have received this test data. Okay, so this is how your response is going to look like whenever you are going to, your customer is going to view the code. Okay, but I'm going to show you a real-time example. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going back to webhooks, and we have tested the connection. Now you can turn this on, turn this customer viewed code option on. Yes, click on really, and you can see this event is enabled here. All right, now I'm going back to my dashboard, and here you can see we have this code section, and these are all the codes. Let me create a new code here. So guys, you can see I have created a quotation for this customer, Mr. Michael Karas, and here is the details of the course. This is the title of the product, okay, and this is the quotation, this is the pricing, and this is the description. Okay, and here you can see we have this preview and send button. So by clicking on this, you can see the preview, and by clicking on send, you can just send this quotation to this customer. So I'm clicking on send. Okay, and this is how the email is going to look like. So I'm clicking on send now, and this is the email account I have opened here of the of a demo customer. This is not an original person, this is just a demo ID I'm using. So here I'm going to click on send now. Okay, and you can see the quotation is getting sent here. Okay, so the quotation is sent. Let us check in the email inbox of our demo customer if we have received an email. So let me just refresh the section, the inbox. So guys, we have received a new email. You can see we have received a new quote for PHP training course. Okay, and here you can see I have clicked on recapture webhook response button in my workflow, and here it starts showing waiting for the webhooks response again. So here I'm going to open this email, and from here I'm going to open, here you can see we have this view quote button. Okay, so it is the quotation for PHP training course, and here I'm going to open this code in a incognito window like this. So this is how our quotation is going to look like from the customer's account, from the customer's email. Okay, so this is the code, and I have opened this code. This means the customer has actually opened this code. Now let's see in our workflow if we got the data of this code getting opened or not, or viewed or not. So here I am going back to my workflow, and here you can see we have received this response. Here it is showing the customer viewed the code. This is the code's title, this is the quotation's URL, and here it is showing us the details of the client or the customer. This is the status, and these are all the details of the customer as well. So guys, whenever any of my client or customer is going to view the quotation, I want to receive a message on my Slack channel, and I want to share this news with my team that our customer has just viewed our quotation, and now you have to do a necessary follow-up. So for that, we are going to connect here Slack in action step. Here is Slack connected, selected first, then select the action event as signed channel message, then click on connect. From here select add new connection, then click on connect with Slack, and here it is asking for the token type to make the connection. So Slack provide these two token types, user or bot, to make the connections, and for both of these tokens we have different kind of permissions to Slack. Okay, so you can see the permissions by clicking on this here word written in blue, and you will reach this forum page of Pabbly. Here you will find the conditions. So when you select user as a token type, you will get all these permissions to connect with Slack, and when you use bot, you will get all these permissions. So right now I'm using user as the token type. You can use either user or bot according to your need. Now click on save, and it will bring you to the login window if you are not logged in, but I have already logged in Slack, so it is just asking to give the approvals. So from here click on allow to get this, to make this connection with Slack, and you can see the authorization is successful and we are connected with Slack. And here it is asking for the channel's name. So this is my Slack application, and here this is my channel named as Pabbly team. So I'm going to select this channel name from this list. So from here you have to search for your channel's name. This is it, selected, and here let me type a message for this. So guys, I have written this message for my team. Hello team, one of our prospect has just viewed our quotation. Please do the necessary follow-up. The client details are as follows. So here I want to send to my team the details of my client or prospect as well as the name and the email and the quotation's title. So I'm going to map these details from this trigger step where we have received the details of the quotation and the client. So I'm going to map these labels that I have received here in this step. So here in this message you just have to click here in front of this quotation word, and you can see it is showing the trigger here in the drop down. So when you click on it, it will show you all the data that you have received in the trigger. From here only we can map the quotation's title, which is here. Just map the title here. Similarly for the client's name, you will find the client details here. You can map the first name or you can map the full name as well, like this. Just map both the labels. And here in the client email section you can map the email ID like this. Okay, so now we are done creating a message for my team, and we have mapped some details here. So when you map this data, what will happen whenever in real time, whenever this workflow is going to execute, these mapped labels are going to be updated automatically and a new message will be delivered automatically every time when the workflow get executed. Okay, so here now let us check our connection with Slack by clicking on save and send test request. We can send a message to our team which will look like this. Let me show you. Here I am clicking on save and send test request, and let's see if we got a new message. And here you can see we have received this response. Let's see in Slack if we have a new message, and we got a new message as this. Hello team, one of our prospect has just viewed our quotation. Please do the follow-up, and the details are these. So these are the same details that I have mapped here, you can see, and the same details are received here in this message. Okay, so this is how it is going to work, guys. So we are done setting up this automation, and you have to set up this automation only once. After that you don't have to do anything in the workflow. After that, as and when your client or your prospect is going to view your quotations, you are going to receive these kind of messages on Slack automatically, and the workflow is going to run in the background. Okay, so you can use this workflow as well, because I'm going to paste the link of this workflow in the description, and you can clone it in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly. Guys, thank you so much for watching our video, and please let us know how our automation ideas are helping you in the comment section. And if you have any queries related to this application, please ask your queries from this forum link, and do check the pricing of this application from this link. And guys, we are open to ideas. If you want us that we should make videos on other aspects of your business, please do let us know in the comment section. And if you like our work, please subscribe to our channel.